Welcome back, learners. So this is Manisha, and in today's video we are going to solve short question from the budgeting topic, because I got a comment few days ago that one of my viewers want video on short question of budgeting topic. So here is the video. So I hope this will be useful. So stay tuned with this video and let's solve this question together. So pick up your Kaplan Kit and let's solve this question together. First question is, what are the main purpose of the budgeting? So we have a first option: to give authority to spend, to control expenditure, and to aid decision making. See, if we talk about the first option, first statement, to give authority to spend, yes, budget set the limit. Manager of the department know how much they are allowed to spend. It's like getting pre-approval. So here is a spending boundary. So budget will obviously define the boundary in which manager have to spend. Okay. See, in this kind of question, please try to figure out your answer by elimination method. Means you need to eliminate the option, then try to figure out your right answer. I will show you how. So as first statement is correct, as I said, yes, obviously budget set the limit. It sets the boundary in which manager of that particular department need to spend. Okay. So next is to control expenditure. Yes, budget also act as a benchmark. So what happens, suppose we have set a budget to spend 100. So now it's up to the manager to spend more than 100 or less than 100. If it is less than 100, then that's good. But if it is more than 100, then we need to figure out why it has happened, and we will take the action to control our cost. So yes, budget act as a benchmark. So actual performance is compared against the budgeted figure. If someone has overspent, so it flags up quickly. So both are the purpose of the budgeting. Now for the third option, yes, you might have think about you might have chosen the option D, considering the decision making as also the purpose of the budgeting. But no, the purpose of budgeting is like planning. Yeah. And then next one is your controlling. The next one is coordination, then communication, but not decision making. Yes, budgeting will help in decision making, but it's not the purpose of the budgeting. Okay. So from exam point of view, so there are few tools that will help in the decision making, like your marginal costing, break-even analysis, relevant costings. So this is because decision making is usually linked to this costing tools. As I said, marginal costing, relevant costing, break-even analysis, limiting factor. So, but whereas budgeting is often tested as a tool of planning and control and not the decision making. So that's why option D is incorrect. Okay. Now, as I said, option third one is incorrect. This one is incorrect. Yeah. So as I said, try to figure out your answer by elimination method. What I mean to say, suppose your answer, first statement is right. In that case, your C option is already eliminated. Why? Because there is no any first option mentioned in first statement mentioned in the option C. Okay. So again, now 1 and 2 is correct. That means option A is out. Here is no second statement mentioned. Right. So now we have only remaining B and D. So as I said, third statement is incorrect. So that means option B is the correct one. So try to eliminate the option and figure out your correct answer. Now next, 275, and the question says, who does the budget committee contains? The first one is purchasing manager, chief executive, second, third sales manager, fourth production manager. So now we again there is 4 option, A, B, C, D, and we need to figure out. So budget committee is made up of key functional head to ensure coordination and proper resource planning. Okay, so obviously all of these people will be involved. I will be the part of the budget committee. So if we talk about the purchasing manager, so it gives data on material price and the procurement time. Okay, and if we talk about the chief executive, so chief executive is the leader and provide the strategic direction. And if we talk about sales manager, it will provide sales forecast and revenue input. And then last, production manager, it will inform production capacity and the cost and other such kind of informations. So that's why all of these options are correct. I mean, all of this will be the part of the budget committee. So D is the correct answer. Okay. Now, a budget manual will include which of the following? The first one is organization chart, budget timetable, copy of budget forms, key assumption to be used in the budget. Okay. Before moving to other option, let's understand what the budget manual is. A budget manual is a detailed document that acts like a handbook for all budget preparers, and it will include all of these four statement. Okay, so first one is your organizational chart. Yes, this chart will show who is responsible for what and who, essentially for accountability. Okay, then we have a budget timetable, the timelines for the preparation, submission and the review. Yeah, then copy of budget form, so it is used to standardize the budgeting process. And the last is key assumption, like we need to assume the inflation rate, sales growth to ensure consistency. So these all things should be included in the budget manual. Okay. So next we have, which of the following is not the purpose of budgeting? It's very straightforward. Consultation. As we discussed earlier, planning is also the purpose of the budgeting. Coordination is also the purpose of the budgeting. Consultation is not the purpose of the budgeting. And communication. Yes, communication is also the purpose of the budgeting. Understand why planning is the purpose of the budgeting. So budgeting is all about preparing for the future income and the expense, right? So we need to plan for all our future event, right? Event or the income and expense. So that's why it's the purpose of the budgeting. Again, if we talk about the coordination, budgeting also ensured that all the department in the organization should work on the common goals, right? So that's why it is also the main purpose of the budgeting. And the third one, consultation is obviously not the purpose. Why? Because this is not formally listed as the budgeting purpose. It refers more to management style or decision making approach, not the purpose of the budget. Okay. And then we have communication. Yes, budget communicate the expectation and the target to all level of the organizations. Okay. Now next question is, complete the following sentence. A sustainable business meet the need of present time without. Okay. So first option is your a negative impact on the environment. While environmental impact is the part of sustainability, the core definition is the broader and the focus on the future generations. So that's why it's incorrect. Okay. And second is impacting the resources of the future generations. Yes, sustainability development is a development that meet the need of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. So this is based on exactly the definition of sustainability. So B is the correct. And the C and D is again irrelevant. Yeah. So changing the price of its product and changing the long-term goals of the business, it's not relevant to the sustainability. So that's why it's incorrect and option C is right. So I hope you have enjoyed while solving this question. In next video we will do budget preparation 1. So stay tuned for next video. Have a good day.